You know that moment when you're standing in the half-finished bathroom, measuring the space, scrolling through endless photos, and wondering if the vanity you're eyeballing will actually fit, look good, and survive the daily chaos of toothbrushes, hair products, and that occasional spill? I've been there, and I get why you'd hesitate before spending a solid chunk of your budget on something that's going to be a centerpiece for years. That's why I'm breaking down the ARIEL Cambridge 42-inch bathroom vanity so you can decide if it's the right fit for your home before you click Add to Cart. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the kind of bathroom this vanity is built for. The Cambridge is a single-sink unit with a 1.5-inch pure white quartz countertop and a rectangular porcelain sink. Its dimensions 22 inches deep, 42 inches wide, and 36 inches tall place it squarely in the medium range, which makes it a solid choice for primary bathrooms in apartments or smaller houses, as well as secondary bathrooms that need a touch of style without overwhelming the space. If your bathroom is under 60 inches wide, you'll want to double-check that you have enough clearance for the doors to swing open, especially since the two soft-closing cabinet doors sit on the front of the unit. The first thing that caught my eye while researching was the solid wood construction. ARIEL lists the frame as premium wood, and that matters because a sturdy core is what keeps the vanity from sagging over time when you load the drawers with toiletries, cleaning supplies, or even heavier items like a portable scale. In real life, that translates to the vanity staying level even after a few months of everyday use. The 5 dovetail drawers are a nice nod to craftsmanship, and the soft closing mechanism is a subtle but welcome feature. No more slamming doors when you're in a rush to get ready in the morning. Now, let's talk about the countertop and sink combination. The 1.5-inch quartz slab feels substantial under the fingertips, and the pure white finish does a good job of reflecting light, which can make a darker bathroom feel brighter. The single rectangular porcelain sink is deep enough for a decent amount of water but not so deep that it feels like a bowl you're trying to navigate with a toothbrush. If you're someone who likes a double sink layout because you share the space with a partner or have a lot of haircare tools, this unit might feel a bit cramped. On the other hand, if you're okay with a single basin and value the sleek, streamlined look, the Cambridge does the job nicely. Installation is another area where buyers often get tripped up, and the Cambridge tries to make it as painless as possible. The vanity arrives fully assembled with an open back, meaning you won't have to wrestle with a bunch of panels and hardware in a cramped bathroom. You just need to slide it into place, connect the plumbing, and attach the countertop if it isn't already sealed to the sink. The open back is intentional. It lets you run the water lines and drain pipes through the cabinet without having to cut holes or use a lot of extra fittings. If you're comfortable with basic DIY plumbing, you can have it up in a couple of hours. If you're not, you might want to budget for a handyman, especially because the weight of the quartz slab can be a handful when you're trying to lift it into a tight space. Where the Cambridge shines is in its blend of aesthetic and practicality. The white oak finish on the cabinet doors adds a warm, natural tone that pairs well with both contemporary and more traditional bathroom core. The soft closing doors and dovetail drawers give the unit a sense of quality that you don't always get in the mid-range price bracket. People who have small to medium-sized bathrooms often tell me they're looking for something that feels upscale without needing a designer's price tag, and this vanity hits that sweet spot. However, there are a few trade-offs that are worth mentioning before you decide. The single sink layout, as I touched on earlier, limits countertop space for things like a hairdryer, styling brush, or a second handheld mirror. If you routinely spread out a bunch of products while you get ready, you might find yourself bumping into the cabinet doors or having to shuffle items around. Also, the pure white quartz, while beautiful, can show water spots and soap residue more readily than a darker surface. A quick wipe after each use keeps it looking crisp, but that's an extra step that some people might not want to remember. Finally, because the unit is fairly deep, you'll need to ensure there's enough room for the doors to swing fully without hitting a towel rack, toilet, or any other fixture. Who should buy this vanity? If you have a primary bathroom that's around 5 to 6 feet wide, you're looking for a single sink solution, and you appreciate a clean, modern look with a touch.